We're back here on land, no more giant waves. We are gonna get ready for this cobia cook-off. We're gonna go to the store, get our supplies, and then we're gonna watch our master chefs over there try to cook this cobia. We're looking for some appliances right now. We're gonna cook everything back at the boat ramp. We're gonna look for a toaster oven. We're looking for a portable grill, propane. Fryer. Yeah. We got our toaster oven, we got our fryer. Now we need charcoal, and we need extension cord, and then we need to get our ingredients.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm over 40, that's for sure.
Oh man.
Thank you.
We're back from the store. We got our supplies. We're gonna do 4 different recipes of cobia. We got grilled cobia, we got baked cobia, we got fried cobia, and we got ceviche cobia. Did I say that right? Ceviche? All right, I said it right. Good, because I don't eat ceviche cobia or any ceviche fish. So gonna try it today, Austin.
It's gonna be good, man.
It's gonna be good?
It's gonna change your mind about not eating.
Gonna change my mind?
Yeah.
I've never tried that kind of fish before. 4 different recipes. Boys, you ready to get started?
Let's go, baby.
Let's do it. All right, first batch of cobia, right there. Now guys, also, we got remora here. Now you remember our video eating remora. We're gonna cook cobia and remora side by side. We're gonna see if they truly taste the same.
All right, so with fried cobia, it's very, very, very simple. You want your oil about 350. Just using normal vegetable oil here. So we're gonna go ahead and pour it in. We'll bring the temperature to about 350 degrees. And then we'll go ahead and put the batter on. Really the key is fresh fish with my recipe. There's nothing special. All right, when you're cutting up cobia, the main thing is obviously when you have a fillet that's a little bit different, you want to get your fillets about the same consistency. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just like maybe an inch, inch and a half pieces. So we'll go ahead and start cutting that up. Again, it does not have to be perfect at all. And what you're gonna end up with is little cobia nuggets. And everybody likes fried fish. So this is a real simple recipe that I like to tell my clients at the end of the day. So with fried fish, obviously you want a wet batter and then a dry batter. The wet batter for this cobia consists of 3 eggs, half of a dark beer, and then a couple bottles of yellow mustard. It makes for a real fluffy, light batter with fish.
I would put more citrus in there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And the other thing you can do.
So if you're a mustard fan, you've obviously heard of French's. Very simple. All right, and then the last ingredient for the wet batter is a half of a dark beer. It can be any dark beer. The last step for the wet batter, obviously everything, all 3 ingredients are separated. You just want to take a couple minutes and just stir it up. You want to make sure the eggs get nice and broken up, and then all the mixture looks about the same. So Josh doesn't really eat fish, so I'm trying to cater to the judge here. Fried fish. I know he likes fried food. That's why I picked this. Y'all wait. All right, we're gonna stick with the simple ingredients here, and the dry batter, just 3 things again. It's original panko breadcrumbs, flour, and I'm real hesitant to show this on film because it's one of my secrets, but buttermilk pancake mix, and it's all gonna go in thirds. You just gotta eyeball it. Secret ingredient right there. And then the fish will go in the wet batter, dry batter, and then straight into the fryer. All right, so it's now time to add in the fish. And what you want to do once you've cut the fish up, you want to reach over and grab the pieces that are real similar. You don't want a thin piece with a thick piece. You can do it in stages. And so we're going to add a few pieces of fish in here. And really what we like to call this is the charter special, because when people come on vacation, typically they don't have a million ingredients at their condo. You know, so we got 6 steps here. The main thing being the fresh fish, and it's got to be fresh. And what you want to do, this is the dirty part, you just got to get dirty. Put your hands in there. Make sure the fish is completely covered in your wet batter. And then toss it into your dry batter right on top. You can use a Ziploc bag if you want. The last step is once you have your wet fish and your dry batter, you really want to massage in all the dry ingredients. And once that's done, it's ready to go on the fryer. This is where it gets really dirty. You just want to work it into the meat there. Make sure you have no bare spots and then set it aside. And I just want to reiterate again, you know, at the end of the day, our customers when we fish, they always ask for recipes, and this is just a really easy recipe. Most people have these ingredients in their pantry already, in their condo. All right, so we're gonna start off with just a single piece of fish to make sure the oil's good. So what we'll do is take like one of our pieces that's about average here, and we'll just toss it in. And that's what you wanna see right there. So with the fried fish, obviously everybody likes a little sauce with their fried fish. We call this sow sauce in Destin because it's sow belly, makes your belly big. Anyway, it's mayonnaise, ketchup, Worcestershire, and salt and pepper. Yeah, sound effects there. Worcestershire. Pepper there. And we'll mix that up, but I gotta pull this off real quick.
That done?
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Not quite done.
So my recipe's real simple. It's a little bit of garlic, a little bit of mayonnaise, Parmesan cheese, some spices, some lemon, and your favorite. Oh, also I use tarragon, and this is a little bit of spice from a friend of mine, Captain Steve Bowman, Hawaiian volcano spice. But one of the things about garlic, you can drop it, but you can roll it in your hand like that, and the peel comes right off. That's the way my dad taught me to do garlic, to get the peel off. Your hand gets a little bit sticky, but you get the garlic peeled like that. Another way people like to do it is to smash it with a knife, and that works fine too.
I like
So
that technique better, though.
it comes out real clean, you know. And here's something that I do with garlic. You know, I cut the little, this part's bitter. I cut it just like you would dice an onion, really small, right? So you go a bunch of cuts going down. And then a couple of cuts going horizontally, which you've probably all seen this if you've seen cooking shows. And then you're gonna chop it down like that so you get a small dice. And then after I get it kind of diced like that, kind of press it down and you do one of these deals. It gets it really, really small. So I'm gonna do that with a whole bunch of garlic. Like I'm gonna add maybe a tablespoon of garlic to this mixture that we're gonna slather all over the fish. And then we're gonna bread it with breadcrumbs and the other spices. And then we're gonna bake it in about a 425-degree oven for about 10 minutes with the foil laying loosely over top of the fish. And then the last couple of minutes you pull the foil off and everything gets real crispy. One of the other crucial ingredients we have is fresh Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna just take a bunch of it. I just want to chop the Parmesan cheese even smaller than it is. And then we're gonna take all these ingredients and we're gonna mix them together actually with mayonnaise. And then we're gonna coat the fish and then put some breadcrumb on there and then bake it in a 425-degree oven. All right, so now we've got all the dry and wet ingredients together. This is about, I'd say, a little more than a tablespoon of really finely minced garlic. Whoops. And then we've got the fresh grated Parmesan cheese and a little bit of lemon pepper. This is kind of the secret ingredient, a little bit of dry tarragon. I'll put a generous amount, maybe like as much as a teaspoon of the dry tarragon. And then this is a little bit of volcano spice. It's a mixture, it's a blend. A lot of spices are blends. So put a little bit of that in there, and then squeeze a little bit of lemon. And then I'm gonna mix all this together, and I'm gonna coat the fish with this, and then I'm gonna add some panko and a little bit of Italian seasoned breadcrumbs together, and that's what we're gonna use as breading, and then we're gonna bake it. All right, I'm gonna combine the two breadcrumbs I like to use, the panko and some Italian seasoned breadcrumbs as well, a little bit of both, like half of each, and just kind of give them a mix, a little shake. And one of the things I like to do when I dry the fish real well, because I'm gonna make, basically this is gonna be the glue that holds on to the breadcrumbs. I like to make little medallions of this fish, maybe 3/4 of an inch thick, like that. And I'll go ahead and chop these up. Because you want them fairly uniform, because whenever you're cooking stuff, you want them all to cook around the same time. And this is kind of a little bit messy, you know, you gotta get your hands wet. Basically, I'm gonna slather a little bit of this over each piece of fish, okay? At least 3 sides, if not all sides. You can actually do the 3 sides and then throw that down. And then after it's in the breadcrumb, you can slather a little bit on there. That's kind of how I do it usually. So do that again for you. This is where all the flavor is. It's actually, you know, the first time I ever heard anything about mayonnaise was a southern recipe. Old guy told me that that's why the way he used to cook his trout, sea trout. And he put mayonnaise on there, and then he put breadcrumb on there. And so I like to experiment with recipes. So I just experimented, added some of my favorite ingredients, which are garlic. And tarragon is one of those ingredients where it's one of the ingredients that they make béarnaise sauce with. Béarnaise sauce is hollandaise sauce with tarragon. If you use tarragon, you can either get the dry tarragon like this, which is much more pungent, you need much less of it, or you can use fresh tarragon, which is a little more subtle. So I'm gonna continue to coat all these in the breadcrumb, and once they're all coated, I'll have them on a plate, and then we're gonna go into the oven with them.
Those things are so good.
You only need a few more beers.
Nuggets.
What's this in the sizzling? What's that sizzling? That's the remora?
Yep. Cremora.
So you guys, the challenge here is we're also cooking cobia. We're cooking cobia and remora together.
I don't know if I can fit it all on there, but I'll try. Kind of hard to fit it all on there, but I think we did it. All right, we're gonna put it in the oven. Normally what I would do is I'd have like a casserole dish, and I'd line the casserole dish with foil and then put it in a hot oven. So what I'm gonna do here, one of the things I do is I put it in the oven, going in on the middle rack. And what I'm gonna do is gonna take a piece of foil, I'm gonna lay it over the top. I'm not gonna seal it. You'll see it's just laying on top.
What's that for?
What that does, it causes it not to really burn too much, because you got that element on top and the element below, and the bottom is shielded by that tray.
Yeah.
And now the top is, so you just get the heat, almost like a convection thing going on. And then the last couple of minutes, we're gonna pull that off, and it's gonna get real crispy on top. All right, so I pulled off the foil now, and it's been in there for a few minutes to get the top all crispy. So I'm just checking it. You know, I don't want it to overcook, but it's browning really nicely. It's almost done. I noticed on this little toaster oven, it had a turbo, which is a convection fan that circulates the hot air, and that seemed to speed up the cooking. We're out here, it's kind of cool and windy. Even with the fried fish and the grilled fish, the heat doesn't really get as hot as you normally would without all that wind and cold. So this guy's almost ready.
It smells so good, Scott.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Does it?
It smells really good.
Dude.
Yeah.
Jeez. Look at that.
So let's keep this is a piece of remora, I think, right here.
Yeah, that's remora, yep.
Let's keep that very separated.
Got to keep them separated.
That's for more right there. That's a good piece of meat. We can't let that go to waste.
Oh, no way. That looks so good.
All right, so how do you know when fish are done, Scott?
When they stop flopping.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, dude. I'm being
No, I
serious.
mean, you poke them with a knife. You know, you poke them with something and see if it's still translucent.
So when you're cooking ceviche, you obviously have to figure out a way to cook it without heating it up because it's cooked with the acids. And my way to do it is I use just lime juice. And you never want to use the prepackaged lime. It's just a totally different taste. So we get fresh limes, and if you want to get more juice from it, instead of just cutting it, you actually take it and you roll it. Kind of gets a little bit softer. Just do that. Oh, do that a couple times. Then take it, cut it in half. You'll just put it in the bag like that. And the whole idea here is the acids will cook it, and you get this going a little bit separate. You get that going, get your veggies going. While this is got the lime juice on it, this will cook while you do that. Then you just add them all together, and you'll have your ceviche done a lot quicker than adding it all together at one time. And also, your veggies, if you do this all at the same time with the veggies and the fish, the lime juice will make the veggies soft, and it's nice to get the crunch from the veggies and the softness from the fish. Good textures. Everything I eat is unbelievably hot. I usually add habaneros just about everything, but I'll keep it down since I know Josh doesn't like too spicy, so I'll only put 1 jalapeno in here for him. Just cutting these cucumbers down, you know, making it kind of like a salsa. Cucumbers add a real good crunch to it and, you know, fresh taste to my ceviche. I always like to add them, get them nice and cut down good.
Oh yeah.
You guys are gonna eat the mold.
I'm excited to try this cobia. All these cobias. Like after this, I can say I've eaten cobia every way. I mean, we got 4 different ways. It's actually awesome. Fried, grilled, ceviche, and I mean, what other ways do you cook cobia besides raw?
Can I go ahead and do the dry batter?
Yeah. Hold on.
And this is the red pepper going in.
All right. Nice.
I done it with sheep's head, and that was like ridiculously good. That and rockfish. And I'm guessing this is similar to rockfish, so. Try not to get it, you know, blocking the camera view.
So we got red pepper, we got onions, we got tomatoes, cucumbers. What else we got in there?
About to add cilantro. That's the most important part. I love it. I love fresh cilantro.
Fresh cilantro, and we got jalapenos in there.
Oh yeah, 2 of them already. I might add another one.
Oh my gosh, you're trying to kill me.
Now that I've cut off all my veggies and mixed them up, I got a nice, you know, it's just salsa pretty much. Then you got your fish that's been cooking. Once it's nice and you can see how white it is, it's got the lime juice and lemon juice in there. And what you're gonna do now is you're gonna add the fish to your salsa here and make sure you get all the juice in there because that's, you know, lime juice, and that's a definitely good flavor for any salsa. Most important part, just mixing it up. You can do this in a bowl. Bowl's usually how I do it, but, you know, bag will work too, right? Just to top off, once you got it all mixed up, you like a little bit spicier, which like I was saying, like everything spicy. Cinnamon is always good. You can add that to just about everything and make it tastier.
All right, so Carl's gonna do his now. He's got his cobia right there. What are you gonna do here?
What I'm doing is I'm just gonna cut little steaks off of it, and I'm gonna take an olive oil, a Montreal steak, and cook it on the grill. Keep it simple, and it'll be good. Just adding a little seasoning to it. Let it sit for a few minutes. Then I'm gonna throw it on the grill.
All right, here's the more on there, ready? Our cobia is finished. We got fried cobia, we got baked cobia, we got cobia ceviche, and we got grilled cobia. I mean, I think there's everywhere you can cook cobia right now, right?
Just about.
I mean, we got so many different varieties here, and we're gonna pick right now which one's our favorite. We also got some remora mixed in, a wild card. So we're gonna see if remora tastes just as good as cobia and all these different kind of flavors. So, you guys ready?
Let's go.
All right, let's grab the fried cobia.
There's a remora.
Yeah, grab a piece of remora. Yeah, all right, here we go. Ready? So the first one I'm gonna try the baked one. Here we go. Scott Lum's cobia special.
Try that too.
Dude, it's better than chicken. So good. Oh my gosh, Scott. That's
Can you taste a subtle hint of the tarragon in there?
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
that one.
I don't even know what tarragon is. Now it's time to try the fried cobia.
Man, I love the ceviche, dude.
Here we go.
I
Fried
just love
cobia.
ceviche, period.
This is Preston's, Captain Preston's
I love bringing it out
recipe.
in the boat.
Look at that, it's falling apart. Here we go. Fried cobia.
So fresh.
Oh my gosh. Ooh, so good.
Where's that?
Oh my gosh. Dude, so good. I don't know, Scott. Let me try yours again, dude. That's insane. That fried cobia. Let me try this.
It's good for sure.
That's insane too. I mean, I have to give them both a 9.5. I mean, that's good. That's some darn good. Now, we also have remora here. Here we go. This is the fried, the baked remora. Here we go. This tastes the same as cobia.
Man, I'm gonna want a nap so bad. I gotta drive 2 hours.
That tastes almost the same as cobia. Let's try the fried remora.
Do I already have remora here?
That's remora. Try that remora. Yeah.
That
Try that.
remora is so good, man.
Let me try this remora.
That's better than the cobia.
No,
It is better than the cobia.
the remora.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
No. It is.
No way.
So good, man. The only thing
I just
about
ate it.
Fried
You
remora.
wanna
Here we go.
swap
Ready?
Pieces? I'm not sure what kind of piece you got, but
Oh
try
my
one
gosh,
that you
dude!
like.
Fried remora is unreal. Have you tried Scott? Try your fried remora right there.
I do.
Dude, Scott Lum eats triple ton cobia. That's all he eats, guys.
Look,
How's fried remora taste?
Excellent, excellent.
Carl's trying remora. You like that?
No, it's good.
What would you give remora out of
No,
10?
I just gave him one of my little.
I give it an
pieces
8.
of him.
It's good, right?
8, yeah.
So guys,
For remora.
You don't
Remora.
think it's better than the cobia?
I don't. I like the Cobia's
Okay.
my favorite.
You like
fish.
remora better than
well,
cobia?
Different tastes.
It's good though.
Here, try the
I
fried.
reckon-
Try the fried remora. That's
Josh,
fried.
my
Wait,
remora had a
that-
cigarette
that
butt
one?
at the end.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fried remora. Here we go. Dennis can try fried remora.
Yeah.
That's darn good, right?
Yeah, I think it was a Swisher Sweet actually.
How's that fried remora taste out of 10? What is that?
Pass that sauce.
8.
Hey, so what is this
8?
sauce made out
It's
of
pretty
again?
good, right?
Yeah.
Remora, guys.
Ketchup,
We're eating.
Ketchup, mayonnaise, and
Remora.
Worcestershire.
Okay.
You ready? Here we go. Ceviche. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. This is my first
Close
time.
enough.
First time. Ceviche. I don't know. Whatever this is, dude. Here we go. Good. Tastes like salsa. It's just really hot. Can someone pass me a water, please?
No.
No, dude. Come on. No. You got water? Oh man, you're the best. We got cold water. Oh. It's hot. I don't eat a lot of spicy things.
You told me to make it the way I make it.
Don't you put even hotter peppers in there when you make it?
I only put 2 jalapenos in there, man.
How many?
Only 2.
How many? What do you normally put in there?
You know what I mean?
I like habaneros. So
Those
I
are
know
even
probably-
hotter.
Yeah, definitely way hotter. 2 jalapenos and 1 habanero. And
Really?
then you let it sit, man. It gets really hot. But I mean, you eat it with a chip or something. I mean, you don't eat a massive amount at one time. You know,
Yeah.
you pace yourself. You eat it with a chip, and it's like a
It's
refreshing.
good though. It's good. It tastes like salsa.
What else do you eat it with?
All right, guys. So
besides
here's the
chips?
last one though, right? Grilled cobia. Grilled cobia, Captain Carl Sr.
What about
Here we go.
There's nothing else you'd use to put it on?
It's good too, man.
Yeah, it's good.
That's good too.
You like that, too.
I mean,
Cracker.
it's good.
Wait till you say that.
What?
Say, what'd you
What's
call
up?
me?
You want some fish?
What was that?
You found a fish?
I just saw a shark.
So, first place is a tie for Scott Lum and Preston. It's a tie. Second place is gonna be the grilled cobia, and third place is the ceviche because I don't like spicy things. Right now, Dennis, how about you? What's first place, second place, third place, fourth place?
They're all pretty good, but I would put, to be honest, the remora on first place.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Preston, can't ask you because you cook, and you're gonna pick yours over
I like
one.
ceviche, man. Honestly.
do?
Yeah, super refreshing. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
My man.
All right.
I would vote for myself, but everybody would be like, ooh. You know, so.
I know. Carl, how about you? What do you like the most?
I'd say number 1 is the fried.
Yeah.
Number 2 is the grilled. Number 3 baked, and number 4 ceviche. I'm not a spicy guy either. I'm sure the ceviche is great. Great for people who like the spicy stuff.
I think it's the ceviche.
You like the ceviche?
I really do. I mean, I love ceviche and it's fresh.
So you're gonna eat more of that?
This would be my 3rd helping.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I mean, the only thing I would do a little bit differently is I would have maybe some mango in there, a little bit sweet and spicy.
Yeah.
But it's great, and it'll be even better tomorrow.
Really?
Yep.
All right. How about you?
I think the heat is just right, man. It's like it's not too hot, but I mean, if you don't like hot, then it's hot. But I like hot, so I think it's great.
All right. How about you, Austin?
great, man.
What do you like?
I personally, I don't really eat fried food too much,
Yeah.
honestly. I do really like the pancake batter aspect of it. I like the sweetness, but just because it's fried,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with the baked cobia
Yeah.
first. Fried second, and the
Grilled third.
grilled third. Yeah.
All right. Yes, I think we got a tie here, guys. I mean, so I like both. I gave them equal. You liked baked, so mine's kind of eliminated. It's neutral. It's ceviche, fried, baked. I mean, we got. If we add mine in, then I think we got a tie.
Yeah. Tie.
We got a tie. Huge shout out to all the captains that came down for the Cobia Fishing Challenge. We had a lot of fun. These recipes were so delicious. If you guys love eating fish, you got to try them out. Big shout out to Torresson from Slob City Charters. If you guys are in the Palm Beach area, check him out. Huge shout out to Scott Lum from Outcast Sport Fishing Charters in Cape Canaveral. Great fisherman, check him out. Huge shout out to Captain Austin Hain from Torresson Sport Fishing Charters in Virginia. Giant cobia there. And if you also want to catch giant cobia, Captain Preston Muller from Gulf Angler Fishing Charters in Destin, Florida. Giant fish there, guys. Make sure you check out our Frog Togs apparel. Links in the description. We got all the merch, and we got even more merch coming. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.